Welcome to Vita, day 10, 10th day of August. In case anyone's wondering how I'm counting these days, we need a little refresher. It's vlog every day in August. Today is the 10th day of August. This is the 10th vlog I posted in August, hence Vita day 10. So how's it going? It's Saturday. You know, it's for all of you people out there who, just say that teachers are overpaid and how we have summers and blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. Okay, it's a Saturday. I was up at school earlier getting stuff ready. It's kind of ridiculous how people have this, preconceived notion, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't you come and teach for a week, for a day? You have to prepare everything. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, Saturday, up at school, getting things ready. School starts on Thursday. It's going to be pretty interesting. So, getting pretty excited. Other than that, it's been pretty relaxing. Kind of slept in a little bit. I was a little tired. And I think I'm going to go and watch Titanic. It's on Netflix now, in case anyone was wondering. The movie Titanic. You know, it's funny because I remember when Titanic came out. I was not allowed to see it because of the rating. I don't even know what it is rated. Is it PG-13 or is it R? I don't even know. Anyway, I was like 7 years old when it came out, so my parents wouldn't let me see it. And I remember going to school and seeing, or other people were talking about it, and I wasn't allowed to see it. So, let's look it up. I can't remember what it is. PG-13. I don't know, for some reason I was thinking, I don't know. So it's rated PG-13, and my parents wouldn't let me see it because I was 7. And everyone kept talking about it and everything, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And then the first time I saw it was actually on TV, so I don't even know how much they kept in and kept out. So I haven't actually seen, the full thing by itself. I mean, I know the story, I know what happens, and I know all that stuff because I've seen it on TV, but I've never, sat down and, actually watched the movie. So I figured, you know what, why not? Why not watch it? And, it's, really long. It's 3 hours and 14 minutes. So, spoiler alert. I know. If you haven't seen Titanic, and if you don't know about the story, because the events of Titanic, the actual Titanic, sank 13 years, oh no, not 13, bleh, 101 years ago. It was pretty funny because last year, the anniversary of it sinking for 100 years, they had an exhibit here at the Houston Museum of Natural Science on the Titanic, and it was kind of cool to go and see. They had some artifacts that they've recovered from the site, because in case you don't know, they found where the Titanic is now resting down below in the Atlantic Ocean. And so they had some of the artifacts there, and just talking about the life and everything. And I thought it was really cool because before you go in, they give you a passport of an actual passenger. And so they had ones for boys and girls, and then at the very end they had a list, and you could see if your person survived or not. And I remember I was a second class 7-year-old girl, so I figured I survived, and I did. And it gave you information about the people in it, and it talked about how she went with her dad and her aunt, and then she made a friend or something. And I was looking, and it was her dad didn't survive, but her aunt did, and her friend did. But it was just crazy to see, because what they did was they had first class, second class, third class, and then the workers, the list, and then they had, on each one they had those that survived and those that didn't. And so definitely you saw like first class, like most of those survived and a few didn't. I mean, well, a good number didn't. And then second class, a little bit less survived and didn't, and then third class, way less. And then it was funny to see because the crew actually had the most that survived, but they also had the most loss because the crew was so huge on the ship. So I thought that was kind of interesting because you don't hear a lot about the crew, you just hear about the passengers. And you have to think about it, like, even though they were like being paid to work the ship, they still wanted to survive. And, you know, hence why now if you go on a cruise, there's a lot more safety precautions. They actually have enough, you know, lifeboats for everybody. Because I went on my first cruise this summer, and we had the first day before we even left port, we had like what they called a muster drill. And based on where you are, your cabin is, your stateroom where you sleep, you have different muster stations. And so you have to get there, and like that's like the boat you're gonna go on and everything if need be. So, but luckily we didn't need it. The funny thing is I actually went on the Triumph, and if you don't know, the Triumph is the one that broke down in the Gulf of Mexico a few months ago, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're going. But I was like, you know what, if you honestly think about it, that is the safest ship in the world right now to go on because of what happened. So they like put in tons of redundancies and everything to make sure that it's gonna be fine, because they don't want to have a repeat of what happened. Excuse me. So yeah, so as of right now, the Triumph, the Carnival Triumph, is like the safest ship you could possibly go on right now. So alright, I'm gonna go watch Titanic now since it is like 3 hours long, and I hope you guys have a fabulous Saturday and are enjoying your weekend, and I'll see you tomorrow, because, you know, vlog every day in August, so tomorrow's August, and you get it. Bye.